A married couple is standing in line at the grocery store checkout. The man suddenly remembers he forgot to buy a razor, since they're pressed for time to pick up their kids from school. His wife suggests he buy it tomorrow during work, but the man ignores his wife's advice and runs off like a child, just as they're about to be next in line. The wife waits and waits, but her husband still doesn't return. More and more people line up behind her, so she has no choice but to suppress her anger and keep moving back. Half an hour passes. The wife's face goes from normal to bright red. Her blood pressure keeps rising and she's about to explode. She tries hard to control her emotions, but when she sees her husband's carefree, smiling face, she can no longer contain her rage, not caring what others think. She screams at her husband like a crazy woman. What could possibly drive a woman to lose control like this in public? The woman's name is Alice. At a young age, she's already experienced the struggles of marriage and motherhood. She and her husband Tom are both ordinary working class people. Her husband is a bank teller, and his meager salary can't support the entire family. She has to take care of the kids while working hard at her job, although she often faces ridicule and sarcasm from customers at work. Thinking about sharing the financial burden with her husband makes her feel happy, but reality is always harsh. What started as a sweet, romantic relationship has turned into mundane daily routine due to lack of communication. This particular day, Alice, who works at a beauty salon, has a group of clients and can't leave work on time. She asks her husband if he can pick up the kids from school, but no matter how many texts she sends or how many calls she makes, there's no response from her husband. She's so angry she starts stomping her feet. Her husband doesn't come home until midnight. You can imagine how furious Alice is. Waiting at home, Alice unleashes all the anger she's built up throughout the day on her husband. But what she doesn't know is that her husband made a mistake at work today and got into a car accident on his way to see a client while trying to answer her call, and she doesn't give her husband a chance to explain. Tom certainly bears a lot of responsibility for turning Alice from a bright, cheerful girl into an angry, resentful wife. They have 2 sons, changing diapers when the kids cry in the middle of the night, taking the kids to school during the day, cleaning up the messy living room after coming home from work in the evening. Alice does all of this by herself. And what exactly does her husband do for this family? He sleeps in during the day, then goes to work, and still complains that Alice didn't wash his shirts. He comes home late at night and goes straight to bed, even though they're a family of 4. He lives like a single man. The only difference is he has someone to do his laundry and someone to warm his bed. Not only that, Alice's mother has become mentally unstable after her husband's death, and her condition is getting worse. Alice wants to put her mother in a nursing home and worries about money every day. This is also why she's so frugal, but her husband only lives for himself. In order to leave work early to buy an expensive gaming console, he makes a mistake while processing a customer's loan application and loses his chance for promotion. Her husband's behavior makes this already struggling family even worse off. One night, while Alice is getting diapers for her son, she accidentally discovers the gaming console her husband secretly hid away.